Hello everyone, what's up? Long time. So sorry guys, I haven't been doing many live streams the last few days. It's because the my internet in my house, I share the internet with like 8 people in this house. It's been really crappy the last few days. So I've now ordered my own connection, which should hopefully be activated in the next like couple of weeks basically. So once I get my own connection, then I will go back to the live streaming. Anyway, so this video, I've been thinking about this for a while, is basically talking about the body conversation. And you might think, oh my, Mithrie, what the hell is a body conversation? Now, just a word of warning before I start this video, it's definitely going to be a too much information video. So, if you're cringy, if you're sensitive, whatever, I advise you click off now. Anyway, so it's just an observation I've had in my life recently, and I've had it for a while, but I've never actually tried to clearly explain what's going on. So, for example, last week I woke up, I was getting ready for work, and I went to the toilet. So you know how bad this is going to go already. And basically I realized that in that sort of situation, my body talks to itself. Every part of my body talks to itself. So I'm on the toilet, and then my butt is talking to... Sorry, my intestines are talking to my butt and says, brace yourself. And then the stomach is talking to the intestines, kind of like, yeah, God, I had to do a lot of work. And then the intestines say to the mouth, geez, how much did you feed this guy? Like, why have I got so much? And then the stomach kind of says, well, look, you remember how much pain this guy used to suffer when he starved, you know, so it's better that he feeds me well, the stomach, than not. And then the brain is kind of like, look, the bus is in 15 minutes, can you please just get on with it? And then the intestines are kind of like, please brace yourself, this is probably going to be above the waterline, and so on. And I'm just sitting there like, you know, listening to this whole conversation going on with my body. All the different parts of my body are like speaking to each other. And I'm like just a witness to this whole thing, you know. It's like, because it's kind of like you hear these thoughts in your head all the time. You hear what your body is saying to you, but I've never actually tried to explain it before. So now I decided, well, I do. So basically, like, if at least let me as a human being, apparently I'm a human being, that's how my body communicates, basically, is that they literally, each part of the body talks to each other. They have their own priorities, they have their own functions, and they try and protect their own function. They're basically saying, look, I do what I do because I need to, and it has to be done a certain way, otherwise things just won't work out. And one thing about my brain is basically, if I'm hungry, especially, it's all to do, the main weakness, the main, like, it's like the kryptonite of my body is my stomach. It's the thing that complains the most. It's the thing that suffers the most when I have anxiety or stress, everything. So my weak spot is my stomach. Basically, if I'm hungry, my stomach will interfere with my brain. And then, for example, I'll be at work. I'll be trying to concentrate on work. And you'll just have this voice, very quiet, feed me. And then, if I don't feed for a few hours, feed me. And then it gets to a point of basically, look, I don't care what work you're working on. You are not allowed to concentrate anymore until you feed me. Feed me right now. You hear me? I'm a talking hand. You know what I mean? So basically, when it's like this, when it's like, you're gonna basically pay attention to me, otherwise, you know, you're doomed. It's like, at that point, yeah, I just go up and have lunch. You know what I mean? So in that moment, it's impossible to concentrate. Literally, my stomach has developed a way of blocking parts of my brain. You know, it blocks concentration, it blocks organization, it blocks everything. Basically, look, I don't care what you're doing. I don't care how important it is for your job, for saving the world, for whatever you're doing. You are going to feed me. I am the priority right now, is the stomach. Yeah, so, and I have noticed a lot of these things, and even when I go to sleep, you know, the different parts of my body talk to me. So I'm lying down, and I'm like, basically, oh, there's my right arm is talking to me. It's like, oh, there's a little bit of cover hidden, like, tucked under the right arm, which might block a vein. Fix that. So then I remove that, and then my lower back might say the same thing. It's like it's not smooth sleeping here, and then my shoulder might be, oh, it's not tucked in properly. The pillow's not tucked properly around my neck, and so on. And basically, I will not sleep until every single part of my body is satisfied, because my body is a bunch of flippin' moaners. Every flippin' part of my body, my arms, my legs, my stomach, intestines, you know, the ones that really don't complain much are, I've decided, my calf muscles. It's maybe the one part of my body which doesn't moan. So yeah, my feet complain a lot, obviously, when I'm traveling, when I'm walking, let's say 2 miles to work. So, but obviously that's to be expected. And then my feet are becoming more fashion conscious these days. My feet are like, you know what, you should really get some new shoes. You know, it's about time, dude. You know, just treat us well. It's like, we deserve like better shoes than this, don't we? So yeah. So tell me, guys, in the comments down below, does your body talk to you? Do you have body conversations with yourself? Do different parts of your body affect your mood and try and get your attention and stuff like that with different things happening to you? And so on. It's like, have you ever thought about it? Has it always bothered you in your life as well? And it's just, you've never actually just directly tried to explain what is going on. Is that, you know, is that the same for you? Because when I sort of tried to role play the different parts of my body, it just became really funny, but then it just made perfect sense. It's like, yeah, all of the parts of the body, they have to, you know, defend themselves. They have to keep you as a whole unit functioning. It's a team. Your body is a team. And it's what I say to people as well when it comes to health and fitness and stuff like that. It's like, your body does not give a damn what your intentions are. So your intention could be, I'm going to go to the gym 5 times a week. I'm going to eat the healthiest food and so on. It doesn't care. Your body cares about what you actually do to it. Are you actually feeding it proper food? Are you actually going to the gym? Are you actually working out and taking care of it? That's what your body cares about. So basically, that's why as well I keep trying to, I'm getting a bit louder and louder about the slogan on my channel, which has said freedom through action. If you don't know what that means, basically, is that there's been so many times in my life I've felt trapped, I've felt basically stuck or frustrated or whatever, and generally it's for lack of action. It's like having a million intentions but not actually doing any of them. So I am becoming a lot happier as a person by just getting on with it, just taking action, doing it, and so on, you know. And it keeps all of my body happy. It keeps my, you know they say body and mind, body and soul, and so on. So it's sort of like that. Yeah, it's like, because it reduces the amount of noise, the amount of interference the rest of your body gives to your brain, so that you can then concentrate on what you need to do. So, like, for example, something I've been concentrating on a lot lately. Let me see if I can load it up. Right, one second. So, if you haven't seen it already, something I've been actively working on, I will make a separate video about it, is Mithrie.com. So, let's load it up. So, here we go. This is now Mithrie.com. And this is what I've been spending a lot of my spare time doing while I haven't been able to live stream. So what this website is basically everything I am online. It shows all the games I'm going to play. So these are all the upcoming games for the rest of the year and beyond. And World of Warcraft next week in a couple of days. And I'm still playing 14, don't worry about it. In fact, 14 is the biggest game on this page. So all the other games on there, 14 is the biggest game. You know, so do not think, just because for a while I'll be playing Legion, that I've given up on 14. Definitely not. And I've tried to link the different, every single link on here goes to a playlist on my YouTube channel. Simple as that. So you can see here, this links to my guild guides and so on. So please check it out. I think you'll like the website. I've put a lot of time and effort into this. Shows all the games. Every single one of these is a playlist. Every single one for all the games I've covered on my channel. And yeah, and then I've got also details on my Discord server. If you want to come in for voice chat one day, you're more than welcome. I've got a link to these vlogs as well. So all the vlogs I've ever released is now in a playlist right at the top of the channel. Do check them out. I hope they really help. That's why I made them. And so on. And one thing I'm going to be adding as well to this page, I'm going to have a link here called Setup when it's ready, which will basically just be a link. It will just basically at the very bottom of the page will show my setup. It will show like these are the PC parts I have and so on, because a lot of people ask me about that like all the time. So I want to make sure that it's all ready. So anyway guys, that's it for this video. I hope you liked it. You know, like I said, if you have any sort of weird and wonderful stories about how your body talks to itself, the body conversation, then please let me know in the comments down below. It might be interesting to observe that in your life, that's for sure. And I will see you next time. So anyway guys, that's it for this video. And as always, goodbye from me. And goodbye from Mithrie. Let's zoom in, shall we? Bye!